Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday, a beautifully chaotic day in the soap world, and we have an absolute mountain of drama to unpack from this latest episode. Grab a coffee, settle in, and let's get right into the thick of it because the writers are not holding back today. So let's just start right off with Will Spencer, because honestly, I am still trying to process the visual of this guy literally howling at the moon like a werewolf after losing Elektra Forrester. I mean, we have all been through some tough breakups in our lives, but Will is taking the dramatic heartbreak to a completely new, almost unhinged level. He is completely falling apart. You can see the absolute regret just eating him alive. He feels like he has made a terrible, life-ruining mistake, and the worst part is that he kind of did. He lost the woman he loves over a corporate business deal. Let's just think about that for a second. He threw away his relationship because Katie Logan Spencer swore him to absolute secrecy about Hope Logan defecting to her new fashion house. Will was forced to lie to Elektra. He had to hide the truth about the hope for the future diamond going to Logan, and he had to protect the Spencer family interests at the expense of his own girlfriend's trust. And when Elektra found out, it just blew everything up. But it wasn't just the lies that destroyed them. It was Will's reaction to the whole messy situation. And that brings us to the violence. Will is clearly, genuinely losing control of himself. He even admitted it to Katie in this episode. He confessed that he keeps losing his temper, that he is snapping, and he isn't entirely sure why. He thinks it might just be intense jealousy and hatred toward RJ Forrester, but you have to wonder if there is something more going on here. Some fans on social media are already speculating that maybe Will has some kind of underlying mental or health issue that is causing these aggressive spikes. But then again, maybe we are overthinking it. Maybe this is just the classic, toxic Spencer temper finally waking up inside of him. Remember, Will was SORASD. He went from being a cute little elementary school kid to a young man in his early 20s completely off-screen. We missed all those formative teenage years. During that time, he clearly learned how to fight, and he definitely inherited Bill's absolute penchant for physical brutality. We saw it when he punched RJ in the gut at the bikini bar last month, and we saw it escalate to a terrifying degree when he repeatedly pummeled RJ's face at the beach house, leaving him with bruised ribs and a possible concussion. That is not just a scuffle, that is a brutal beating, total disaster. So what does Will do after his life falls apart? He goes to his dad. He actually goes to Dollar Bill Spencer for relationship advice. What were they thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Bill is arguably the worst person in Los Angeles to ask for advice on how to maintain a healthy, stable relationship. I mean, the man has blown up his own life more times than I can count. But Will is desperate. He is hurting. He wants Elektra back. So he goes to his dad for guidance, which is honestly the worst thing he could possibly do because Bill is sitting there with a bruised face after getting punched by Ridge Forrester, and Bill just laughs it off like it's no big deal. Let's just pause and look at the hypocrisy of Ridge Forrester for a minute. It is staggering to me. It really is. Ridge fires Will from Forrester Creations for being violent with RJ. Ridge corners Elektra and tells her that Will is a dangerous, unhinged menace who needs to be cut out of their lives completely. And then what does Ridge do? He marches over to Bill Spencer and punches him right in the face. Make it make sense, you guys. Ridge has been married to Brooke 9 times. 9. They have been divorced 8 times. He is the absolute king of dysfunctional, toxic relationships. But he thinks he has the moral high ground to lecture Elektra and Will. Okay, maybe that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It's just so frustrating to watch these characters lack any self-awareness. Ridge and Brooke are both just projecting their own messy histories onto these kids. Brooke is slapping Katie, Ridge is punching Bill, and they are all acting like Will is the only one with a problem. But back to Bill's advice, because Bill managed to win Katie back after all his massive, terrible mistakes, he tells Will not to give up. He tells Will that if he truly loves Elektra, he needs to keep fighting for her. He gives the kid hope. He tells him to ignore Ridge and RJ's brainwashing and just focus on the main goal of getting his woman back. But is that good advice? Elektra was horrified by the violence. She threw her necklace at him and moved out. She took RJ to get medical treatment. She is done. If Will keeps pushing, he might just cross the line from romantic to creepy. He might go down a really dangerous path here. And Bill's advice completely ignores the legal reality of the situation. Assault is a crime. Ridge committed a crime, sure, but Will also committed a crime by beating up RJ. RJ could easily press charges. RJ could make Will's life an absolute living hell. If Ridge pushes RJ to go to the police, Will could end up in jail. Bill should be telling his son to back off and get a lawyer, not telling him to go chase after a girl who is terrified of his temper. Sometimes you just have to let people go. But Spencers don't know how to do that. They just don't. And if you thought Will was making terrible decisions, let's pivot over to the hospital. Let's talk about John Finnegan. Finn. I am honestly so tired of watching this man make the same exact mistake over and over again. It is exhausting, but I still care about his marriage, so I'm going to rant about it. Sheila Carter shows up at Finn's office. She just signed the divorce papers, legally ending her marriage to Deacon Sharp, and of course, what does she do? She doesn't just move on with her life quietly. No, she uses those signed papers as a prop. She marches right into Finn's office and waves them around like some kind of trophy, claiming this proves she has changed. She tells Finn that she isn't harassing Taylor Hayes. She tells him she is a new woman who just wants peace. And then she starts with the emotional manipulation. Sheila is a master at this. She really is. She tells Finn that she needs her family now more than ever. She lost Deacon, so she needs her son. She needs her grandson, Hayes. She pleads with him. She cries. She looks at him with those desperate eyes. And Finn just melts. He tries to resist. You can see him struggling in the scene. He knows he shouldn't be listening to her. He knows exactly what she is capable of, but he just can't help himself. He has this massive, gaping blind spot when it comes to his birth mother. It's like his brain just turns off whenever she starts crying. It's just so clunky how the writers keep doing this. Finn literally just told Steffy that she doesn't have to worry about him betraying her. A few episodes ago, he looked his traumatized wife in the eye and promised her she was safe. He promised her he wouldn't let Sheila come between them ever again. And now he is sitting in his office, listening to Sheila's sob story, and he is actually buying it. He doesn't promise Sheila anything concrete right away, but he eventually caves. He agrees to talk to Steffy. He agrees to ask Steffy to give Sheila another chance. Are you kidding me? What is he thinking? Steffy views Sheila as a dangerous, violent psychopath. Sheila shot them in an alley. Sheila left them for dead. And Finn is going to go home and say, "Hey honey, I know you're super stressed right now, but maybe we should invite my mom over for a playdate with Hayes." It is absolute insanity. And let's zoom out and look at Steffy's current state of mind. Steffy is a walking powder keg right now. She is dealing with the absolute nightmare of Hope Logan defecting to Katie's company. The Logan fashion show was a massive hit, and it completely eclipsed Eric Forrester's haute couture return. Forrester Creations is facing a PR disaster. The media is in a frenzy. Steffy is furious. She is vengeful. She is plotting ruthless retaliation against Hope and Katie. She just watched her grandfather Eric publicly humiliate Donna and fire her. The whole family is at war. Steffy is already at her absolute breaking point. If Finn walks into the Cliff House right now and brings up Sheila Carter, Steffy is going to explode. This isn't just a minor disagreement. This is a fundamental betrayal of Steffy's trust and safety. Finn is about to walk right into a massive marital disaster. He is about to betray his wife in the worst possible way, all because he feels sorry for the woman who tried to murder them. I just don't understand how this marriage is going to survive this. How many times can Steffy forgive him for this specific issue? Fans on social media are already calling for a sin divorce. And honestly, I can't even blame them at this point. It feels like we are just going in circles. Finn promises to stay away, Sheila manipulates him. Finn caves, Steffy finds out. They fight, they make up. Wash, rinse, repeat, but this time feels different. The stakes are higher because Steffy is already so volatile from the corporate war. One wrong word from Finn, and Steffy might just pack her bags and leave. And think about Taylor. Taylor is caught in the middle of this too. Sheila tried to blackmail Taylor into getting her visitation rights, demanding 2 days of supervised visits in exchange for signing the divorce papers. But Taylor refused because she knows Steffy would never allow it. Taylor told Sheila that Steffy is too volatile right now. So what did Sheila do? She realized Taylor was a dead end, so she bypassed her and went straight to the weakest link, Finn. Sheila knows exactly what she is doing. She is a predator, and Finn is just easy prey. It's brilliant on Sheila's part, but it makes Finn look so incredibly weak and foolish. So we have Will Spencer losing his mind and taking terrible advice from his violent, hypocritical father. And we have Finn about to detonate a nuclear bomb inside his own marriage because he can't say no to his psychotic mother. It's just a mess, you guys. A beautiful, dramatic, entertaining mess. But a mess nonetheless. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this. Am I being too hard on Finn? Is there any part of you that actually believes Sheila has changed? Because I certainly don't. And what about Will? Do you think RJ is going to press charges? Do you think Elektra will ever take Will back after seeing how violent he can get? I mean, throwing a punch is one thing, but beating a guy until he might have a concussion is a huge red flag. Elektra was right to run. But with Ridge breathing down her neck and trying to control her life, who knows what she will do next? RJ is acting like her protector right now, but we all know RJ has his own motives. He wants Elektra for himself. It's just a giant toxic triangle, and Will is playing right into their hands by acting like a lunatic. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up before I start rambling for another 20 minutes. My brain is fried from all this drama. But I will be right back here tomorrow to recap the next episode, because you know I can't stay away. We have to see how Steffy reacts when Finn drops the Sheila bomb on her. It is going to be epic. It is going to be tragic, and it is probably going to change their marriage forever. Let's just hope Finn comes to his senses before he opens his mouth, but knowing this show, that is definitely not going to happen. See you guys next time.